Philip to Evelyn, 23rd October 1945. My darling, all day I had been looking forward to this evening. I was sure there would be some mail, but no such luck. This morning I walked to the mess hall and then to work in wind-driven rain. Despite my raincoat, I was soaked through by the time I got there. I felt miserable all morning as a consequence, but I could do nothing about it because we started processing at 9 o'clock and I was busy till lunchtime. When we called a halt for lunch, I still felt, hell, I was wet and miserable. So instead of going to eat, I pulled my chair close to the warm stove to dry off and continued reading Razor's Edge. At 1:30, when we resumed work, I was fairly dry. The afternoon went much better. I noticed a familiar face among the fellows being processed. It was a fellow I hadn't seen for 6 years. He wasn't even an acquaintance, although I had seen him from time to time around 40th and Girard. Yet I recognized him right off the bat. He didn't know me from Adam until I told him who I was. He didn't know me even then, but during the course of our conversation, it became apparent that we had many mutual friends. It felt good to talk to someone who lived in the same neighborhood as I did, and to hear news of fellows I knew and went to school with. He's a short blonde fellow. His name is Joe Gorin. It was 5 o'clock by the time we finished processing HQ Squadron 412th Air Service Group. The rain had stopped, but a gale was blowing. I walked to the mess hall thinking all the while about the 4 or 5 letters that I felt would be waiting for me. I rushed through supper in my impatience to get back to the hut. You can imagine how disappointed I was when I learned that no mail at all had arrived for me. Hope tomorrow will bring some mail. After 5 days without, I get awfully impatient and somewhat alarmed. There isn't much I can tell you tonight, honey, so pucker up for my goodnight kiss. You know, darling, that I love you very much. My dearest love to Adele and all. Always your Phil.